Good evening, Daytona Beach. We have a matchup tonight between Embry-Riddle Eagles and the UCF Knights out of Central Florida. And starting in goal for the UCF Knights, the visiting Knights, is Ben Tabal. Ben Tabal has not played in front of this crowd this year, and this crowd can always get pretty intense. So he better be on his game. And on the other side is Max Minervini. Minervini starting off 0-2, but has a 2.0 goals against average so far. He's looked very stellar, but hasn't gotten the offense from his team. Looks like starting for the Eagles on left wing, we got Brantley Miller, an assistant captain, a first-year assistant captain in his sophomore year. And in the center, we got Ryan Marks. And on the right, we got Adrian Deborah, a freshman. On the back, we got Jack Boken and Colin Bridges. Bridges with the puck up to Deborah. Good face-off win for the Eagles, but can't get anything from it. Bridges loses the puck there. Already to UCF. Good save, Minervini, and score, UCF. That is not the start they wanted. Minervini with no help on that one. First shot, first goal, UCF. Coming from their captain. Rodney Lalonde with a goal. Eagles looking for a little bit different as they're only 18 seconds in and changed the first line. Didn't see what they wanted to see. Eagles with the puck. Early 1-0 lead for UCF coming icing. Eagles looking pretty sloppy here in the front. Even though Adam Letarte beat that out, they still called the whistle. Face-off zone to the right of Minervini. Noah Austin taking the face-off against Landon Gatz. Austin wins the face-off. Good face-off control from the Eagles so far, but defense has not shown anything. A big hit there. Adam Letarte with the puck. Letarte moves it, loses control, but still has it. Good defense there by the Knights. The Knights keep it in the zone. Behind the net for Lalonde. It looks like we got a stoppage of play here. We'll see what the call is. Not too sure yet, but we got a penalty on number 15, Landon Gatz. And a cross-checking penalty. Just 52 seconds into the game, and Eagles have a chance to tie this up on the first shot. Let's see if they can do it. Eagles lose the face-off. That's a big loss there. Held in the zone. UCF keeps it up to Boken. Boken with the shot. Didn't get much on it, but UCF picks up the puck. UCF gets the puck over to Austin. Austin with the puck in front. And a shot. And a goal! Colin Bridges! What did I tell you, folks? Did I not call that one? First shot, first goal. We have a tie game here. Tie game, Embry-Riddle, UCF, both first shots. And a great shot there above the right glove, the left glove of Ben Tabal. Eagles win that faceoff. Fowler takes it back to Bryce Corner. Bryce Corner, a freshman, known as a big hitter on the team, takes the puck. He's got a lot of skill here, makes good passes, and dumps the puck in, but picked up by Shepard. And a big rebound there. Tabal not looking too sharper here early, as the rebounds are getting pretty big. Fowler with the puck behind the net. Loses the puck to UCF. Kept in by Corner. Corner with the puck. Gets in front. Could not get picked up by Shepard. Shepard trying to fight it off in the zone. David Lytle with the shot. Goes above the net. And stoppage of play as it's above the net. Tabal is not seeing the puck too well early as it's currently 1-1. And he's let in some pretty big rebounds within only 3 shots, but we will see how he gets this game going. Face off in the zone. Silcox with the puck. Silcox tries to get it in front of the net and almost, but nobody was there. Dan Sakala with a lot of speed. Loses the puck, a 2-on-1. Let's see if Ebner can beat it out. Ebner beats it out, but nothing is made of it as Ryan Knapp gives it right back to UCF. Minervini with a stop there. Kind of a breakdown for both teams defensively. Both teams looking a little shaky so far. So this might be a pretty high-scoring game. And sorry about the scoreboard, folks. We are having technical difficulties. It is currently 1-1 UCF with 17:33 left in the first period. And the puck goes out of play. Okay. Puck will be outside of the Eagles' zone. Ryan Marks taking the face-off against number 7. Yeah. And the puck is going to be in the zone of the Embry-Riddle Eagles as Wyatt Ebner shoots it out of play into the Eagles bench. And the leading scorer last year for the UCF Knights is a big player to watch out for is Tyler Walkinshaw. Walkinshaw, a key player here for the Knights. He's number 7. He's got the puck right now, but the puck's behind the net. Eagles trying to fight it off. Eagles lose the puck to Walkinshaw. Walkinshaw takes a puck, gets it in front, and a shot there, blocked in front. Minervini didn't see the puck, but it went wide. Ryan Marks, the captain, with the puck, with the speed. He's got 3 players to there too. Ryan Marks with the shot, easy glove save, going wide for Tabal. Face off in the UCF Knights defensive zone. 16:49 left in the first period. Shots are 2-2, folks, and it is a 1-1 game already. Pretty exciting here. Not as physical as it usually is, but a shot is wide by Bridges. Bridges, after that first goal, wants to take as many shots as possible. Tabal giving up the rebounds. Eagles might have to look for that in the future. Bridges with the puck again. Boken loses the puck to UCF. A couple shots there from Boken. Minervini stops the puck behind the net. Up to the zone, and nobody was there as UCF picks up the puck. Dumped in by UCF. Minervini doesn't play it. Broken out. Uziak with the puck. Uziak with speed. Dumps the puck in. Adam Letarte picks up the puck in behind the net. Letarte with some hands trying to get it off to number 11. In the corner. And Hata picks up the puck and shot 10 feet over the net. Just a little bit outside there. Remy from New Jersey. Brand new freshman on this team, looking pretty solid. Come up with some big hits so far this year. Should be a good addition for the Eagles. Eagles are 2-2 this year with 2 pretty big wins versus UCF and USF away. And the puck is picked up by Hata, who I was just talking about, dumped over to David Lytle. Move back to Hawtaw. Hawtaw can't keep it in. It looks like it's going to be a 2-on-1. Bryce Corner, the only one back. And a good play by Bryce. Corner with the diving stop there. Lido gets it deep. Tiball does not play it, so Corner gets the puck. Tried to set in front, but broken up. Alex Fowler looking for the forecheck. UCF picks up the puck. Loses it, trying to break out. But nobody is there for the Eagles to help. And a good break out there by the UCF Knights. Picks up the puck. Behind the net, Minervini stops it, and a little premature whistle there from the referees. Again, folks, it is 1-1 with 14:41 left in the first period. Face off in the Eagle zone. Ryan Knapp tries to get it out. Kept in, though. And a good hit there by Bishop. UCF picks up the puck. Back to number 10. Number 10 with a shot on net. Good save, Minervini. 10 is Kevin Holman with a good shot there. And the puck is picked up, and good save, Minervini. Best chest in the league. We got a little tiny fight here, but nothing too special, folks. Don't get your hopes up. (14:19) left in the first period. As the Eagles try to win the face-off here in their defensive zone. They lose the face-off. And a bouncing puck stopped by Minervini. To all the folks watching tonight, we'd like to thank you for tuning in. We should have a pretty exciting game here between the Embry-Riddle Eagles and UCF Knights. Again, it is 1-1. Both first shots, first goals for each team. That's not how either of them wanted to start. And UCF with a breakdown after that first goal. They're looking to get a couple more afterwards. And Ryan Marks with the puck picks it up to Brantley Miller. Brantley Miller behind the net gets lit up, absolutely demolished, but he takes a hit to make a play as Deborah tries to pick up the puck but can't get it out. Boken keeps it in, almost keeps it in, and it's offsides for the Eagles. Face-off will come outside of the UCF Knights defensive zone. Eagles have on the ice Noah Austin from Maine, Adam Letarte, and Kyle Uziak. Kyle Uziak with the puck. Mr. Excitement, as I like to call him. Gets it to Letarte. Letarte with a lot of speed, a good addition. He's an older guy on the team, a senior on the team, but his first year as an Eagle. Definitely a help with speed, and gets absolutely demolished there. That was Noah Austin getting put down. With the Eagles managed to keep it in the zone. UCF a little sloppy. Oh, and the Tart takes one right in the back. UCF trying to break it out, but can't get it past corner. Letarte with the puck. Letarte very shifty, looking to get a shot, and can't get one off. Goes wide, and Uziak cannot pick it up. An onside play dumped in by Uziak, held by Tabal. Tabal moves it to the defenseman. That's Rodney Lalonde, the captain. Jordan Shepard picks up the puck. Jordan Shepard trying to have a nice move there and moves in front, but cannot get anything on as David Lytle did not have his face to the puck. David Lytle trying to get a goal in front. Nobody's covering him, but it's kept in by Hawtaw. Finally moved out by number 23, Alex Berg. And a save by Minervini. Easy stop there. Like I said, best chest in the league. If you shoot it there, it's not going in. And we hear a lot of folks aren't too happy about the new netting here in Daytona Ice Arena, which as a hockey fan, I'm not too much either, but safety's first, I guess. UCF breaking it out, but Riddle's Ryan Knapp, number 53, a 3-year player, moves it up to Jordan Shepard. UCF with a pretty risky play there, but end up with a good breakout up to number 15. That's Landon Gatz. Landon Gatz in the corner. Kept in by the Eagles. Big hit there by Alex Fowler. That's a clean hit. No arms up. Eagles need to do a lot more of that to get the crowd pumping. And it's 1-1, folks, still. 11-12 left in the first period, and a good shot saved by Minervini with the blocker. Eagles in the corner, trying to get it out. Finally able to get it out by Boken, but Boken loses the puck. Risky play there. Denson Cowan with the shot. Good save there, going high and wide, but a good save still by Tabal. Tabal, that was one of his first good saves of the night, as he definitely is tracking the puck a little bit better here now, about 10 minutes into the game. UCF with 6 shots to Embry-Riddle's 4. Face-off is lost by Matt Silcox. Silcox trying to stay out of the boxes. Pretty much every game he's been in so far, he's drawn 3 penalties each game, but we have a penalty here between Ben Solomon and it looks like number 21, Matthew Angela. Both of them are going, so it should be a 5-on-5 here. And a little fourth line chippy talk between the two. A little unnecessary. Gets the fans out of it, but at least neither team is up, neither team is down. We will resume 5-on-5 outside of the Eagles zone. Ryan Marks taking the face-off. Captain Ryan Marks from Reading, Philadelphia. Or Pennsylvania, he just outside of Philadelphia. Gets the puck in the zone. Keeps it, and good shot there. Trying to get something out of it, but Marks moves it to Boken. Boken with a good play. Bridges with a shot, trying to get another goal, and Tabal with a good save there, right in the chest. Bridges trying to get a tip on that one, but could not get anybody in front to get a piece of it. 1:36 left in the power plays, and a 10:19 left in the first period. Shots are 6-5 in favor of UCF as Bridges picks up the puck. Bridges loses the puck over to Ryan Marks. Ryan Marks trying to do something fancy here. Gets it back to Boken. Good play by Marks to Deborah. Deborah with a big shot there. And a good save. Oh, and Ryan Marks just misses the net. Ryan Marks picks it up. Back to Boken. Eagles looking to dominate this 4-on-4. Sorry, folks. Ryan Marks still with the puck. Kept in by Boken.
That was good.
UCF brings it out. Ryan Marks gets the puck. Shot in. Easy stop there by Tabal. Tabal gives the puck back to his defenseman, Randy Lalonde. But Rodney, sorry about that. Rodney with offsides. A little discipline issue there for UCF. You should not be offsides on a good play like that. 9:27 left in the first period. And 44 seconds left in the 4-on-4 advantage. Noah Austin to take the face-off. Austin tries to win it but loses it. Corner. In the corner. Corner moves the puck behind the net for the Eagles. In the Eagles zone. Kept in by UCF. UCF Knights with a shot from the point, and good pass there. Cannot get it past Bryce Corner. Adam Letarte picks up the puck. Letarte with speed, number 5. Cannot get a good pass on it as Bryce Corner gets the puck, trying to get it in front of the net, but cannot. Noah Austin picks it up. Noah Austin with the puck, shoots it just wide. Actually, you got a good save on that one. Corner with a good shot there, blocked in front. That's a good save. Uziak just missing the net there, just wide. Corner with the puck. Eagles dominating here in the last 3 minutes. A good hit there by UCF. Oh, and it looks like a breakaway here if Max Minervini doesn't come out and get the puck, and he does. Good play by Minervini. Very big play as Bryce Corner picks it up and he gets a dump and change. Minervini with a great play there. Max looking for his first win on the year. Has great stats, but where it counts, it hasn't been in his favor. UCF with the puck behind the net. It is even strength here for both teams. Uziak getting fought off. Good play there by Hawtaw. UCF with a good shot. Best chest in the league, Minervini. Shoots it right at him and he makes the easy save. And we got 7:45 left in the first period. 1-1 tie, and Eagles finally up on the shot column over UCF. It is 9-7 in shots. UCF gets a puck and puts it into the corner. UCF trying to make something out of it, gets it back to their defenseman. Eagles trying to get it out, and finally Wyatt Ebner gets it past the defenseman of UCF Knights. No icing there as Ryan Knapp tips it. Eagles can't get it out. A good play there by Ebner to deflect the puck. It's brought out by Jordan Shepard. Jordan Shepard tries to dump it in. Lido with the puck to Shepard. Shepard with a good stop there by Tabal. Lido, a good play on that one. Great eyes looking for Shepard. Boken keeps it in. Good play by Boken with his slap shot, and it goes wide. Didn't get all of that one, but great play there to deke him out. And Matt Silcox retrieves the puck back in the zone. We got 6:37 left in the first period. Shots are 10-7. Eagles 1-1 tie. David Lido looking for the puck, and a good save there by Tabal. Lido looking sharp here early. Doing a great job getting the puck deep and getting shots on net. 6:26 left here in the first period. Eagles win the faceoff. Back to Boken. Boken gets hit but keeps the puck in. Bischoff takes a puck, tries to get it deep, but gets it right to the defenseman. This fourth line for the Eagles is definitely known to be in the box. And we got a stoppage of play here. We'll see what the call is, not too sure yet. Referees are discussing right now. Puck looks like it'll be in the UCF Knights defensive zone. Or, pardon me folks, it'll be at center ice. Matt Silcox centering the puck for the Eagles. Corner with the puck. Looking for a pass here. Cannot get it through, but finds a defender. Dan Sakala looking to get a hit on him. Sakala with speed, trying to fight him off. Could be a penalty there, no call. Oh, and a big hit there. A big hit there by Landon Gatz. Landon Gatz is looking really sharp tonight for the UCF Knights. That's somebody we're going to have to look out for as the game goes on. He's a key player. And a 2-on-1, and a shot there. Good save, Minervini. UCF Knights taking advantage here in the last 2 minutes. And a good save, Minervini. Fought off by Bryce Corner in the front. UCF absolutely manhandles Remy Hawtaw. Bischoff could have been a suicide pass where he gets lit up, but no hit there from number 5, Donovan McClellan. Eagles not looking too sharp here in the last 2 minutes. UCF brings the puck back, D to D. Gets a dump and change. Both defenders for UCF gets off the ice. Eagles breaking it out to Ebner. Ebner with the puck, gets it relatively deep. And UCF moves the puck out. 23 with a shot, long shot, easy save. Minervini with the left pad. A good play by UCF as they score. UCF scores from the corner. 2-1 UCF on their 11th shot of the game. 4:21 left in the first period. And it looks like number 23, Alexander Berg, with the goal. Not too sure how it happened, but it went in. Minervini probably wants that one back, but 4:21 left in the first period. The Knights take a 2-1 lead. Eagles looking to get back on this as earlier in the game. They had a pretty strong comeback after the first goal from UCF. Good save, Minervini, easy save from the point. .406 left in the first period. Eagles with a pretty decent crowd, probably about 200 people, maybe just shy over, but always a good night here in Daytona Ice Arena. Under 5 minutes here as the puck is behind the net for UCF. And Minervini covers it up, not risking anything. Minervini, a 3-year player from Weston, Florida. Played his fair share of junior hockey. Is a aviation business major and a very good guy. UCF wins the face-off. Not much effort there by UCF to get it out. Looking a little slow today. UCF with the puck. Prove me wrong. And a good hit there by UCF. As Austin keeps it in. Austin picks up the puck to UCF. And Letarte could now pick it up. UCF with a risky play in front of the net. Almost goes in their own net. Not sure why that happened, but UCF will put it into the netting. 3:22 left in the first period. Shots are 11-11 as UCF takes a 2-1 lead. Again, folks, sorry about the scoreboard. For some reason, it is not working here on the computer. UCF with the 2-on-1. Number 10 with the puck. Number 10 shoots, and it shoots it wide. That was Kevin Holman. Had a really good opportunity, but shot it wide. David Lytle trying to get the puck out. Lytle picking up speed. Gets a shot on net and it's deflected. Goes out of play. It will be in the UCF Knights zone. Both teams started off pretty shaky, but looking pretty good right now. Ryan Marks wins the face-off. Corner keeps it in. Big, strong Adrian Deborah from Iowa keeps the puck in the zone. But UCF will try to get it out. Can't get it out. Good play there by corner to be safe. Deborah with the puck. Cannot connect. And a missed hit, and Brantley Miller hits his own player. Almost a good play there by Ryan Marks, and a good shot, UCF. UCF goal makes it 3-1. That would be number 4, Rodney Lalonde. That was an absolute rocket, folks. Eagle fans looking a little discouraged here as Eagles have their largest deficit in the first period. And play is onside. And finally gotten out by the Eagles. And the Eagles put their 4th line out right after a goal. Interesting move there, but we'll see if it pays off. Good deke there. Ryan Knapp behind the net. No icing as the puck will not get past the goal line. Ben Sommer with the forecheck. Gotten out by the Eagles. Number 15 picks it up. Oh, and he gets absolutely lit up by Ryan Knapp. Ryan Knapp with the big hit there. A couple of scrums there between Ryan Knapp and number 15, Landon Gatz. Landon Gatz with a kind of an embellishment call, but they pick up the puck and it goes out, goes wide. Almost a goal there on a shot by UCF. Ryan Knapp trying to stir the pot and get something going. I like it here, folks. We're trying to get the fans into it. Ryan Knapp came up with a big hit there. That's going to be a highlight play for Ryan Knapp. Easily one of the better plays he's had this year. 1:13 left in the first period. It is 3-1 in favor of UCF. No penalties here. Faceoff will be in the Embry-Riddle Eagles zone. UCF trying to get a penalty out of it, but they're not going to have any luck as there's not too much there to be called. Noah Austin taking the face-off, wins it back. He's been lights out here on the face-off. Eagles cannot connect in the zone, but we got another whistle here. It will come outside of the Eagle zone. Austin trying to win it forward, loses the puck. Boken picking up the puck. Makes a good move there, but falls to his feet. Colin Bridges picks up the puck. Cannot get it to Uziak. Uziak could not catch the pass. Stopped by Tabal in the corner for Latart. Latart took a little wrong angle on that one, but Boken keeps it in. Boken loses the puck. UCF picks it up, another 2-on-1, and he picks up the puck. Good play. Oh, and a beautiful goal for UCF. Absolute beautiful goal for Central Florida. That was one of the prettier goals. As that one looked like it came from number 21. Or number 16, sorry about that. Richie McGuyan. And it looks like the Eagles might have a goaltending change here. 4 goals in the first period for Max Minervini. Not what Eagles wanted to see here. Bob Joyce looks to leave in Minervini for the rest of the first period. 30.9 seconds left. It is now 4-1 in favor of the UCF Knights with 30 seconds left here. Not the start Minervini wanted to see. Lytle trying to give his team a little life. Corner picks up the puck. And the Eagles just playing an absolute defensive last 30 seconds. Cannot get anything going. This would be a devastation here if the Eagles did not start finding the net. 2-1, and the first period has come to a conclusion. UCF on top 4-1. Minervini with 13 shots against, 9 saves. And Tabal, who looked shaky at first, is gotten into a rhythm. And we will be back in 20 minutes, folks. Stay tuned.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, live from Daytona Ice Arena here in South Daytona, Florida. Taking over for the start of the second period, my name is Nick Gimbel here on the Embry-Riddle Eagles Broadcast Network. We thank you for joining us here on the YouTube live stream. Start of the second period, the Embry-Riddles have a hole to dig out of. They trail 4-1 to the UCF Knights. Both of these teams had the weekend split in their first two games of the season. Last time, however, it was Embry-Riddle getting the home win on Friday night, and then the loss at RDV on Saturday. But right now, Embry-Riddle trails by a trio of goals, and they're going to have to start period number 2 on the penalty kill. Still 90 seconds of penalty time to the Eagles. Shots 13-11 in favor of UCF, and they will have opening possession. The Knights in their road black uniforms with white and gold trim, moving right to left across the ice surface from our broadcast position. Embry-Riddle Eagles as Bryce Corner sends it out of his defensive zone. The Eagles in their home white uniforms with the blue ERAU lettering across the chest, as this one's an offside. That's called. 19:39 left in period 2. Eagles in those white uniforms, white socks and navy blue helmets, moving left to right across the ice surface. And Max Minervini, who is 0-2 on the season so far, a loss to UCF and a loss to the USF Bulls. And down 4-1, letting up 4 goals on 13 shots. Not the best of statistics, but from what I gather in the first period, as a right pad save was made by the Embry-Riddle netminder, trying to get his footing back under him, not getting a lot of help in front, and there's a shot that goes well over everything, and the Eagles on a backhander have a chance to clear. They fail to do so. Rodney Lalonde on the left side looking for a centering pass. Sliding play by Corner, keeps it in the corner. And the Eagles are successful in getting it all the way down into Knights territory. Daniel Sakala and Matt Silcox will come off. They will be replaced by Ryan Marks and Adrian Debra. Stolen by Marks. He had a chance in front, and a save was made by Ben Tebow. Eagles with possession with 17 seconds left on their penalty kill, but the Knights will skate it up the far side wall. Remy Hautog sends it back where it came from into the defensive end. Icing waved off as the Eagles are still on a penalty kill. 5 seconds left until we're back to full strength. 18:30 left in period 2. And Jack Boken has exited the sin bin. We're back to 5-on-5 play, full and even strength. 14-12 is a shot lead for the Knights. This one's sent high off the glass all the way down, not enough for an icing call. Bryce Corner has to deal with the forecheck pressure of Landon Gatz. Gatz sends Corner hard into the boards, and the Knights try to gather possession. Hard hit from behind on Hautog. No penalty to Embry-Riddle on that play, luckily for the home team. Hautog still throwing his body around behind. No one was out in front for Embry-Riddle. Luckily, the Knights were unable to settle the puck down in front. And now Brantley Miller hard on the forecheck as this one's all the way into the Knights' defensive end. Miller steals it away on the far corner. 17:48 to go in period 2. 4-1 lead for the Knights. Ryan Knapp from the far blue line sends it below the goal line for Debra. Debra lost it along the board, sends it out in front, deflects back into his own footing on the far corner. Knights reversing it right back into the paraphernalia of Brantley Miller. He and his Knights counterpart battling in the corner fall down. Ryan Knapp has it knocked away from him. And a collision at the blue line will force an offside play with 17:20 left in period number 2. Still a 4-1 lead for the visiting UCF Knights. And it started very early, 19:42 left in period number 1. Matthew Angelia with an assist from Shane O'Donnell, giving UCF the 1-0 lead. That was followed up by Alexander Berg, and O'Donnell picking up his second assist of the night to make it a 2-0 lead. Or excuse me, it was 2-1 at that point after the Eagles were able to respond. 18:48 left in period 1. Colin Bridges from Jack Boken tied it at 1. And then Alexander Berg gave the Knights a 2-1 lead. And then Tyler Walkinshaw and Gonzalo Ruiz tacked on a pair to give UCF a 4-1 lead. That is where we stand with 16:44 left in the second frame of play. And as the net behind Ben Tebow was knocked off of its pegs, we'll have a face-off in the Knights' defensive end. Shots very even, 14-13 in favor of UCF. David Lytle lost the faceoff for Embry-Riddle. Shepard on the far side with help from Boken, who can't keep it alive. Lytle in a good defensive posture on the back check, steals the puck away, gets it to the blue line. Boken turns it over at the blue line. UCF with a chance at the blue line, and taken back out by Shepard. Lytle gives chase, unsuccessful in his efforts, and the Knights come back in the attacking end. Big collision at the blue line. Colin Bridges stands his man up and puts him on his backside. Now Jack Boken for Embry-Riddle, back behind Max Minervini. Up the near side, Alex Fowler continues it up the boards for Shepard. In the middle for Lytle, good puck movement. Lytle with a shot over the crossbar. Loose puck in front over the stick of Shepard, and the Knights come back out on the regroup. Far side for Hunter Chard. Chard left it, back in the middle for Chard, and it goes through everybody. And Shepard in the middle for Fowler. Pace starting to pick up on a 3-on-2 for Riddle. Fowler. Toe drag in the middle for Lytle, goes through his stick. Shepard bodied hard. There's a pane of glass loose on the near side. Has eluded the eyes of the officials thus far. Now another collision. Remy Hawtaw thought that he was going to get a shot off. He did. And the UCF winger thought he was going to get a good piece of Hawtaw, and Hawtaw absolutely stood his man up. Physicality and speed ramping up here with 15:20 left in the third period, but UCF with possession in front. Save Minervini, rebound, saved by the right skate. Loose at the top of the near circle, turnaround shot, glove, saved by Max Minervini. And he will earn a whistle with 15:10 left in the second period. That is the kind of response you need from your veteran goaltender. Makes a big first save, able to scramble and make a right pad save on the rebound, gathers his footing and makes a routine left-handed snag as a long shot from the blue line comes right into his field of view. 15:09 left in period two, Embry-Riddle trailing 4-1 to the UCF Knights. Wyatt Ebner in the corner battling with Silcox. And now a trip called from behind the play. I believe it's going to be Matt Silcox. Got his stick in the feet of the UCF forward down low, number 21, Matthew Angelia. And it is Matt Silcox who goes 2 minutes for tripping. 14:51 left in period two. And all of that momentum that was built by the Eagles is now washed away by a UCF power play. And now the rink staff notifying the officials on the ice that they are working on a loose pane of glass down on the near side corner in the Knights' defensive end near the glove hand side of Ben Tebow. So a 2-minute tripping penalty to Matt Silcox at 14:51 left in the second period. Shot 16-13 in favor of the visiting UCF Knights. And a 4-1 lead for the Knights in this game as well. And this is not going to be the easiest of fixes. Apparently, we thought it was going to be relatively easily cleared up. But we are bringing the ladder out onto the ice. All of this happening, 14:51 left in the second period. We'll go through the first period recap one more time. With 19:42 left in the first period, under a minute played. It was number 21, Matthew Angelia, from number 13, Shane O'Donnell, giving UCF an early 1-0 lead. Embry-Riddle was able to respond, getting a goal from Colin Bridges, and Jack Boken picking up an assist on the equalizer. 18:48 left in period one. No scoring until 4 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first period. And Alexander Berg gave UCF a 2-1 lead. And Shane O'Donnell picked up his second assist of the game on that play. UCF was able to tack on another quick couple of goals at 2:25 and 30 seconds left in period number 1 from Tyler Walkinshaw and Gonzalo Ruiz. That is where we stand. 4-1 left in, 4-1 lead for UCF with 14:51 left in period 2. We are back underway in the Embry-Riddle defensive end as the Eagles work on a penalty kill. Shot from the blue line gets blocked by his own man in front, and a rim around the boards gets fanned on, so UCF has a play to set up on the near side half wall. They'll escape up towards the blue line. No passes made by Berg. He'll send it back down into the corner now for O'Donnell. O'Donnell back up for Berg, dealing with pressure. Embry-Riddle trying to clear it out. Adam Letarte battling hard with Ebner. And now Ryan Knapp comes in to steal possession away, sends it up the boards. Letarte has an avenue to skate. Adam Letarte tries to chip it over his man, unable to do so. And Ryan Knapp sends it off the boards out into the neutral zone. UCF quick on the transition. They fail to get it over the blue line as Donovan McClellan stopped up in the neutral zone. Sends it far side for Rodney Lalonde. Lalonde at the half wall. Back up top for McClellan. Back down low for Lalonde below the goal line. Ebner steals it away from him. Turns it right back over to a blue jersey. Up the wall. McClellan has a play on the far side for Angelia. Goes through the crease of Minervini. Rebounds all the way up to the blue line on the near side. Far side. One-timer save Minervini. Rebound on the near side. Knapp has a chance to clear. He sends it all the way down the ice, and Tebow stops it from going below the goal line and backhands one out to the neutral zone. Continued all the way up in UCF hard back on the transition. Centering pass in front over the stick on a hard saucer pass from Alexander Berg. And Embry-Riddle will send it over the glass and out of play. And I believe the officials are going to say that it went into the bench and not over the glass, so Embry-Riddle is allowed to make a line change, I believe. 13:27 left in period 2, 36 seconds until we're back to 5-on-5 play. Tyler Avron, near side for Toale. Toale battling hard to keep possession alive for UCF below the goal line. Gatz up to the far side half wall, stumbling on the play. Bishkoff has a chance to clear, and he does so. Tebow up the near side boards out of his net. Bischoff takes a hit making a play, but he chips it over the glass and out of play. I believe that'll bring the faceoff out into the neutral zone. It didn't look like it deflected off of anything. And it will come back out to center ice. 13:01 left in period 2, 4-1 lead for UCF. 10 seconds until we're back to even strength. Top line for Embry-Riddle. Boken, the lone D-man, or Colin Bridges is up at right wing until the faceoff is completed. UCF coming into the attacking end, stolen away by Boken. He has a transition with Ryan Marks. Boken, toe drag, unsuccessful, left in the high slot. No one is there except UCF. Turned over, Miller, shot wide of the near side post on a deflection. UCF, far side corner, up the boards for Walkinshaw. Walkinshaw battling to get it out into the neutral zone, successful momentarily, brought right back into the attacking end for Embry-Riddle. Brantley Miller steals his man away from the puck, and the puck is able to travel up to the blue line, kept in by Deborah. Shot deflected, rebound is there. Brantley Miller was there as well. And now, not sure how that's not going to get called, and that is going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct, as Brantley Miller's stick was slashed out of his hands and then chucked halfway across the attacking zone. And that was number 6, Tyler Avron, who lost his cool for just long enough to gather what I believe should either be an unsportsmanlike or a slashing penalty. No signal given to the referee, or given by the referee to the scorekeeper. Just a conversation. Nonetheless, a fresh 2-minute power play for Embry-Riddle. This is what they need. The crowd is still into it. Crowd is still here. Embry-Riddle needs a goal here and now. 12:20 left in period 2. Turnaround on the far side. Miller was there, but it was Ben Tebow who was able to gather that loose puck long enough for a whistle. 6 seconds into the Embry-Riddle power play. Shot 17-13 in favor of UCF. Embry-Riddle trying to stick with the visitors in that category. As long as the shots are there, that means the chances are there, and as long as the chances are there, there's still the opportunity for goals to happen. Near side, Bridges at the blue line, shot blocked in front, far side looking for Deborah. That was Marks who had a diving pass to get it to Deborah. Up to the blue line, Boken, toe drag, keeps it at the top of the circle, spins away from one, walks in, shoots, blocked in front to the far corner for Miller. Up to the blue line, Deborah has Boken on his right, takes the shot instead, and a right pad save by Tebow. Rebound far side, turned over by Miller, gets it back on the interception. Miller trying to walk in front, and he's deflected below the goal line. Embry-Riddle keeping it on the far side, has Boken up at the blue line. Boken back to the far side. Miller walks in. Miller near side deflected, gets back to Miller and Boken at the blue line. Boken, another spinorama. Boken walks in. Boken, toe drag, far side. Miller shot in a shoulder, saved by Tebow, and the rebound up and out of play. Excellent possession from the Eagles, but a little bit too ticky-tacky. Not getting enough quality shots off. They're getting the chances, they're getting the shots off. And credit to Jack Boken. Twice he was able to spin away from a couple of checks and create opportunities, but it's the simple plays that are going to work against this UCF team. And Letarte turns it over, and UCF sends it all the way down behind the net of Minervini. He wants to play it. Instead, he'll leave it for corner. Corner behind his own net. Has an option on either side. He'll escape out the near side. Noah Austin retreating for Bryce Corner. Far side for Hawtaw. Kept in the neutral zone by UCF. And a reaching play gets Embry-Riddle back into their defensive end. Almost falling down on the play was Austin. Gets it up to the near blue line for Letarte. Back out into the neutral zone, this time for Hawtaw. Not liking what he sees, just dumps it in behind the net. UCF sends it high and out of play. No change for the Knights should be allowed. 10:46 left in period 2. 23 seconds of Embry-Riddle power play time. And the Eagles trail 4-1. They need something positive out of this power play. David Lytle working on the face-off, and Fowler has it deflected up to the blue line, stays in play momentarily, and now on a deflection. Went off a body of Fowler and up into the netting. And because it deflected off of nothing but white jerseys in their attacking zone, the face-off comes back out into the neutral zone in front of the home bench. 15 seconds until we're back to full and even strength. Shepard brings it in on the delayed offside. That takes 4 seconds off the clock. Shot 17-15 still in favor of UCF, but Embry-Riddle hanging in there. Lytle forces it into the attacking zone with help from Shepard. Fowler gives chase. Popped up in the air, kept alive by Hawtaw. Sends it to the near corner for Lytle to battle for it. And we're back to even strength. Loose in front, far side, they score! Jordan Shepard, his first of the season, and the Eagles pull within 2. Just as the power play expired, the Embry-Riddle veteran out of Bakersfield, California, gets his first tuck of the season. 10:19 left in period 2, and there's life in this building still. On the Embry-Riddle Eagles' 16th shot of the game, they get their second goal of the match. UCF right back the other way, 3-on-1, near side to far, deflected in front. Minervini gets a stick on it to the near side corner. That's not how you want to follow up a scoring play. At least if you're Embry-Riddle. Lytle sends it in for Shepard. Tebow way out of his net to steer it to the far boards. Pace has definitely picked up. Knights all the way up to the near side neutral zone. Fowler takes his man down legally, the official says. And now Bryce Corner's going to be taken on an interference penalty. And I believe they might snag Alex Fowler for the penalty. But it was Bryce Corner who took his man down when the puck was nowhere near. Now the officials are discussing. And so again, not how Embry-Riddle wants to follow up a scoring play. giving up a 3-on-1 to the Knights, and then now yielding a power play to the visitors. And the faceoff will come to the blocker side of Minervini in the Embry-Riddle defensive zone. Rodney Lalonde may be looking for something on Alex Fowler as well, trying to get a 5-on-3 out of this, but the officials will skate away, not allowing that to happen. So now UCF with a chance to regain their 3-goal lead. 9:49 left in period 2, more than halfway played in this game. Once again, we thank you for joining us here on the Embry-Riddle Eagles Broadcast Network here on YouTube. Nick Gimbel joining you on the play-by-play tonight. Eagles trail 4-2, and this one sent all the way down through the air. Ben Tebow leaves it behind his net, and UCF moves it up the near side wall. Left for speed for Landon Gatz. Gatz walking right in. Backhander was missed on the far side. UCF maintains attacking possession. Down low for Gatz. Centering pass stolen away by Silcox. He's got an avenue to skate it out. Silcox taking it all the way down. Gaining speed, stops up at the blue line, dumps it in. Killing a little bit more time with help from Bischoff. Alec Bischoff keeping it below the goal line, but UCF bringing it right up the near side. Silcox steps up, but is unsuccessful in stealing it away. Walkinshaw to the near side corner, back for Walkinshaw. One touches up for Toale. Back for Walkinshaw. Walkinshaw with a shot right into the midsection of Max Minervini as if it were a target. No rebound given up by the netminder. 8:53 left in period 2. 1:04 left in Eagles penalty kill time. Shots now 18-16 in favor of UCF. They still have 64 seconds of power play time. It is a 5-on-4 power play and another defensive zone face-off win. Embry-Riddle successful on 2 defensive zone face-offs and clearing it all the way down. Letarte steals it away. He's a workhorse on this penalty kill for the Eagles. But UCF is successful in getting to neutral ice. Letarte steals it away again. And Noah Austin gets it to Letarte. Adam Letarte in the near side half wall. Stops up from pressure. Letarte centering pass. Boken. Boken below the goal line, killing time. Boken far side for Austin. Austin back for Boken. This is a 3 out of 4 penalty kill unit that has all new players this season, and they are getting the job done for the home team. Finally, the Knights escape their own zone, but are kept at the center ice red line, now off a body of Noah Austin, and Boken gives pressure in the attacking end. Austin steals away, back down low for Boken. They have successfully killed off a good 60 seconds of penalty kill time, and in 4 seconds they will have killed the entire penalty. Great job by this Embry-Riddle defensive effort. Now in front, Boken has a lost handle on it. Loose on the far side for Noah Austin, and it finally goes into the breadbasket of Ben Tebow. What an outstanding penalty kill for that man unit right there. Boken, Austin, Letarte, and Bridges. Those 4 penalty killers got the job done when Embry-Riddle needed it most. Back to full and even strength, 7:44 left in period 2, a 4-2 lead for the Knights. Hawtaw holding the blue line for Marks. Hawtaw again at the blue line, sends it back into the corner. Around the boards to the near side corner. Centering pass, UCF has a lane up the far side. Hunter Chard down the right wing, a backhand centering pass deflected away by Hawtaw at the last second. Adrian Deborah up the boards, but no one is home, so UCF keeps it alive in the near side corner. Bryce Corner battling hard on the near side below the goal line, centering pass, no one is home for UCF. Miller falls down on the play, and now we'll see who the slashing penalty is on. It looks like it's against UCF. And it is going to be against the Knights. Number 12, Gonzalo Ruiz, will sit for a couple of minutes for slashing. Embry-Riddle was unsuccessful in their last power play, but they were able to get a tally just as their power play expired. So let's see if the home team can pull within one. Top line out for Embry-Riddle. UCF with the face-off win. They're successful in clearing it all the way down. Minervini will leave it for Boken. Boken takes a slash on the top of the head. No penalty call from that, and UCF still has possession in the attacking zone. Not understanding how that slashing call on the top of the head of Boken is not called behind the net. Regardless, Ryan Marks brings it into the attacking zone, spins away from pressure, but turns it right over to a black jersey, and the Knights will send it up the glass and out into the neutral zone. Boken steps up to stop the stretch pass, gives a reverse hit, sends his man down to the ice, and Brantley Miller comes into the attacking zone down the left wing. Miller, centering pass. Deborah's there, unable to get a shot off. 70 seconds to go of power play time, and I believe that puck may have gone out of play through the photographer's slot in the near side corner. And that is exactly what happened. The cameraman on the near side corner where the Zamboni comes in and on and off the ice. UCF fired it right through the open hole for the cameraman to shoot photos, and it got the camera right in the lens. Luckily, the cameraman seems to be okay, but the equipment might be a little worse for wear. And meanwhile, on the ice surface, Bryce Corner unable to keep it into the attacking zone. 50 seconds of Embry-Riddle power play time. Lytle comes into the offensive zone, and a shot goes over the far post. Lytle steals it out the far corner. Centering pass for Faller, saucered a little too hard and over everyone. Corner at the blue line. Near corner for Lytle. David Lytle reversing for Faller. Below the goal line. Back up to the half wall for Lytle. Lytle with a shot deflected up into the netting and out of play. Brings a whistle and a stoppage of 5:31 left in period 2. 24 seconds left on an Eagles power play that has had little to no traction. Noah Austin's going to try to win this faceoff for Embry-Riddle. Fails to do so, and UCF sends it 200 feet. Minervini behind his net. Shots 18-17 in favor of UCF. Not a lot of shots had in this second frame for either team. Austin, not a lot of support as he gets around a couple of defensive Knights players. Toe drag around with a centering pass gets deflected behind the net. Kyle Usiak in front, but up for Hata. Hata's shot blockered away to the far corner, back to full and even strength. Noah Austin near side corner for Letarte. Has corner up at the blue line, elects to keep it below the goal line. Letarte out the far side. Letarte looking for an option. Has it on the far half wall, comes up to the blue line. Stolen away by UCF, they have a breakaway. In comes Robinson, walking in on Minervini. Shot off the far post, stays out of the net. Oh my goodness. A couple of inches away from UCF regaining a 3-goal lead, and Minervini loves the 6x4 net behind him. Eagles failing to get it out, and now I believe a roughing penalty is going to be called, and it looks like it's going to be on the Knights. So just as Gonzalo Ruiz came into the attacking zone, he will pick up a roughing penalty for the Knights. 4:25 left in period 2, and another power play for the home team that again needs a little bit of traction and a lot of success to get back within one for this game to be a 4-3 score. Right now it's a 2-goal lead and a 4-2 score for the UCF Knights. Offensive face-off win for the Eagles, and they keep it alive at the blue line for Deborah on the far half wall. Deborah in the corner for Miller. Miller for Deborah. Deborah shot right into the midsection of Tebow. No rebound given up. 4:12 left in the period. 13 seconds gone on the Eagles power play. Shots are now even at 19 apiece. Marks a face-off win for Miller, and a backhand shot right off the face-off was saved by Tebow. Kept alive at the blue line by Colin Bridges. Bridges back down into the near half wall. As Ryan Marks, the captain, surveying far side. One-timer by Boken. What a save from Tebow. And a beautiful pass from Marks. A wonderful one-timer from Boken. And a spectacular save from Ben Tebow. And even more impressively, no rebound given up as he moved left to right across his crease to snag that one-timer out of the air, preserving the 2-goal lead for the Knights. 3:56 left in period 2, 4-2 lead for the Knights. 91 seconds of power play time for the home team. Backhanded up the boards, kept in by Boken. Boken at the blue line, near side, Bridges at the top of the circle. Down low for Marks in the corner, walks up to the half wall, back for Bridges on the near side. Bridges, shot deflected up, stays in play, doesn't reach the goal line, and this one's deflected into the netting and out of play. And it did deflect off the board, so if UCF wants to make a line change, they can, and they will make a two-man defensive line change with 3:37 left in period 2, but the faceoff does stay in Eagles offensive territory. 1:12 left in the Eagles power play. Trying to get within one, they trail by 2. Another offensive zone win. Bridges at the blue line, stutter steps around his forechecker, and Miller continues to cycle down low for Deborah below the goal line. Deborah up the boards for Miller, continued along for Bridges. Bridges shot, no one is home in front for the Eagles, so that was easily blocked by the Knights, and the rebound cleared all the way down the ice. All 5 players for the Eagles are outside the dots around the perimeter. Someone's got to be in front of the net to screen Tebow and get a deflection on that shot from Bridges. Boken streaking into the attacking zone below the net. In front, Lytle is there in the high slot. David Lytle with a shot, and it goes off the outside of the net. Boken on the far side corner, walking out in front. No option is there. Far side, it's right there, and it's kept out by Tebow. Adrian Deborah had everyone fooled on the far side pass and couldn't tuck it home. Now Bridges with a shot blockered away by Tebow again. 15 seconds of power play time. Boken, far side half wall. Saucer pass near side, one-timer by Bridges wide of the near post. Up the boards, and Bryce corner. Far half wall, Deborah fans on the pass. We're back to full and even strength. No one is home, and fresh out of the box comes Ruiz. Walks in with a shoulder save off the shot from Minervini. Great power play effort from the Eagles, but a lack of concentration. No defenseman was on the blue line. I believe they were making a line change. And so Ruiz came in on a clear-cut breakaway, fresh out of the box. 2:13 left in period 2, and thanks to the heroics of Minervini, it remains just a 2-goal deficit. Back to 5-on-5 play. Embry-Riddle now leads the shot category 21-19. Remy Hawtaw behind the net, up the far side. Eagles are unsuccessful in clearing out. Knights at the blue line, walking to the near side, dumps it into the corner, stolen away by Noah Austin. Austin harassed by a pair of black jerseys, but UCF cleans up the garbage and gets it below the goal line in the Knights' defensive end. Reversed up the far side boards, kept by Noah Austin, working 1-on-2. Hawtaw at the blue line, a shot deflected wide of the post on the far side. 95 seconds to go in period number 2. Backhanded down low, all alone. UCF is there, and a pad save had to be made by Tebow. And just as I said on the power play, when you have someone in front, sometimes they're left all alone and good chances will happen. Letarte beautifully up to the blue line for Hawtaw. Shot blocked by a player for UCF. He goes down but gets back to his feet. And it's dumped out into the neutral zone for Hawtaw to settle the play down for the Eagles. Off the boards errantly, and UCF comes back into the attacking zone. Kevin Holman bodied by a pair of white jerseys. Noah Austin in the middle for UCF, stops up on a deflection and now turns it over right in the center circle. Tries to regain possession, unsuccessful, and the Knights dump it into the near side corner of Minervini. Hawtaw, hard around the boards, kept alive by UCF, and a shot from a bad angle. Pad saved by Minervini with the left leg. 40 seconds to go in period 2. In the attacking zone for UCF from the blue line below the goal line. Elbow up high in the face, and finally that's going to be called. That is a clear-cut elbow in the face of Bryce corner. Bryce Corner absolutely had a Reebok elbow pad shoved underneath of his cage into his jaw. And I'm surprised at how long it took for the referee to put his arm up on a call that blatant right in front of him. So with 28.8 seconds left in period number 2, Embry-Riddle with another power play chance. And it's at an awkward time too. You either score in the first 28 seconds of this power play and go into the third period trailing only by 1 and at even strength, or you don't score in the next half minute and you're forced with a shortened 1 minute and 28 second, or excuse me, 1 minute and 32 second power play on a fresh sheet of ice. Clock down to 15 seconds. Eagles have it below the goal line, but not without some pressure from the Knights. 10 seconds on the clock. 3 players down low for the Eagles trying to dig it out. UCF with a fantastic job of keeping it along the boards for a good 15 seconds. And just as Embry-Riddle pulls it out of the pile, time has expired. The only goal of the period came off the stick of Jordan Shepard, bringing the Eagles back within 2. It is the Knights with a 4-2 lead at the end of 40 minutes of play. Embry-Riddle with a 22-20 shot lead now, and they will have a 92-second power play coming back into period number 3 on a fresh sheet of ice. And we will be back for the start of that third period here on YouTube in just a few short moments. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live for the start of period number 3 between the hometown Embry-Riddle Eagles and the visiting UCF Knights. I'm Nick Gimbel here for this play-by-play action for you all here on the Embry-Riddle Eagles broadcast network here on our YouTube stream. And the Eagles come into this third period trailing by a pair of goals. They are down by a score of 4-2. However, Embry-Riddle is still on the power play for the next 92 seconds on the fresh sheet of ice. Embry-Riddle moving right to left across the ice surface for period number 3 as they were in the first frame. Max Minervini remains in the pipes for the home team as Embry-Riddle will be wearing their home white uniforms with the ERAU lettering across the torso in a diagonal fashion with the navy blue and gold trim along the forearms, waist, and socks. Ben Tebow in the net for the Knights as UCF is in their road black uniforms with white and gold trim on the forearm, waist, trousers, and socks, moving in the opposite left to right direction. And they will skate with an extra little bit of swagger than UCF, than Embry-Riddle will, easy for me to say, as they come into this third period leading 4-2 and leading 24-22 in the shot category. But they got to be cautious. They're on the penalty kill for 1 minute and 32 seconds. Puck drop at center ice. Ryan Marks, the captain, wins it to Colin Bridges. And UCF sends it right back out into the Embry-Riddle defensive zone. 75 seconds left in Embry-Riddle power play time. Deborah out the far side of his net to Marks, patiently waiting. Sends it in the middle. And Boken, with help from Bridges, sends it around the boards to the far corner. Deborah bodied hard, getting it down low to Boken. Boken in the attacking zone on the far side corner. Walks away from pressure. Near side for Bridges off of his skate. Couldn't get a clear one-timer in no man's land in the pass. Brantley Miller battling with Bridges to get possession out. Puck is finally loose on the board scrum. 19:07 left in period 3, 38 seconds left on the power play. Deborah has it below the goal line for the Eagles. Deborah bodied hard, losing possession, but Miller comes in for support. Up top, Boken near side. One-timer by Bridges. He fanned on it. Backhander to the far corner, and a late hit is legal, says the official in the near side corner. Deborah trying to get it up to the blue line. Successful in his second effort. Stutter step by Boken. He walks into the high slot. Boken near side. Bridges, and it was deflected away from him just at the last second before he could get a one-timer off. Now it's on the backside of the net, and Marks is able to keep play alive. We're back to 5-on-5 play. 18:24 left in period 3, a 4-2 lead for the visitors. Bridges walks in, takes a slap shot, deflected up into the high slot in the air. Glove down, and UCF is successful in clearing it out. Miller knocked his man down to the ice in the process. Minervini covers the puck up. And now a cross check is going to be called on Brantley Miller for the Eagles. So Embry-Riddle will go back on the penalty kill. 18:09 left in period 3. That sees the home team trailing by a pair of goals. No shots yet this period. 24-22 in favor of the visitors, who also lead 4-2 on the scoreboard. Fresh 2-minute power play for UCF. Near side blue line, Walkinshaw reverses down low for Avron. Avron in the middle, back up top, and a slap shot deflected wide of the near side post from Jake Toale. Far side, Ruiz, his shot blocked in front by corner, has an avenue up the far side. Eagles are successful in clearing it out. Got to be careful on those plays. Sometimes it's better to just send it all the way down, and now a huge collision as Hawtaw destroyed his man in the neutral zone. Bryce Corner following suit, bodying below the goal line. However, UCF maintains possession on the far corner. They send it up to the half wall, back down into the corner. Up to the near side blue line. Letarte bodies his man, gets the stretch pass, but it's too far away from him. And UCF regroups back into the neutral zone and eventually into the attacking end around corner. Shot in a glove, saved by the Embry-Riddle netminder. Max Minervini with a left-handed glove save of Larson as proportions on the penalty kill. 17:09 left in period 3, and Minervini flashes the leather to preserve a 2-goal deficit. Outstretched, full splits, windmill type save with the left hand. No rebound given up in the faceoff on the far side circle, won by the Eagles, thrown off the backside of Silcox and continued all the way down the ice. No icing as the Eagles still have 50 seconds of penalty kill time. And now the UCF goaltender stick is all the way into the neutral zone, and now we have something brewing in the Embry-Riddle net. I believe the UCF player was knocked down from behind into Minervini, and the Embry-Riddle players took exception to that, and it looks like Minervini is going to be okay. He's a little slow getting up. And if I read that play correctly, the fans are all riled up from the extracurricular activities. But I believe Embry-Riddle may go on the penalty kill. There was an arm raised for a delayed penalty. I don't know if it's going to be goaltender interference on UCF or if it's going to be interference on Embry-Riddle for knocking the UCF puck carrier down. Interference would be the wrong call, so I misspoke there, but it may be a cross-check, a trip, somewhere along the likes of that. And indeed, a second set of minutes is up on the penalty clock for Embry-Riddle. So Matt Silcox penalized on that play, pulling the UCF player on a breakaway down, running him into the Embry-Riddle netminder Minervini. And that's what caused that extracurricular activities. So there's 41 seconds left on the cross-checking penalty to Miller. And in that 41-second time span, UCF is going to have a 5-on-3 power play to work with. Not a lot that Embry-Riddle can argue about there. It was a clear takedown from Silcox on the breakaway. Maybe UCF vouching for a penalty shot, but it was not a 100% clear and obvious breakaway enough for a penalty shot. And now actually the officials are gathering and talking about it on the far side dot. Not sure what the discussion is, of course, pure speculation. This may turn into a penalty shot. And now the referees are going to skate away and allow the faceoff to commence on the far side, allowing a 5-on-3 to start up for UCF. That consists of a 40-second 5-on-3 power play. Lalonde on the blue line. Goes far side for McClellan. Continues along for Berg. Back below the goal line. Back for McClellan at the blue line. Near side Lalonde. Lalonde with a shot off a blocker of Minervini. Not sure how he got an eyesight to it, but he was able to get a blocker to it regardless. Stretch passes deflected by Marks, and it's cleared all the way down by Bridges. 10 seconds until it's just a 5-on-4 power play for the Knights. Boken and Marks supplying light forecheck pressure, not wanting to get caught out of position. It is still 5-on-3 until now. Miller comes off the box onto the bench, replaced by Lytle on a 5-on-4 penalty kill in the remaining 70 seconds of that. Intercepted and sent all the way into the UCF zone. Doesn't make it all the way to the goal line, so McClellan sends it back towards the Embry-Riddle end and cleared back on the turnover to Bridges. Sends it back below the UCF goal line. 53 seconds of penalty kill time for the Eagles. McClellan wanted the pass on the near side. Instead, Berg will rim it around the boards after he gained the center ice red line. Boken on the near side corner, turns it over. Now Remy Hawtaw with lots of time and a chance to clear it, sends it off the glass and all the way into the neutral zone. Hard pressure from Boken, and this should be an icing call, but it's not going to make it to the goal line. So Remy Hawtaw has all the time in the world with 20 seconds left on his penalty kill. He'll gain the red line and dump it cross corner to the far side. Jake Toale for UCF. Stops up behind the net, reverses to the near side corner for McClellan. Alex Fowler forcing him up the far side boards. Fowler stopping up on the play, nearly stealing possession away. And it is turned over to Embry-Riddle in the neutral zone as Embry-Riddle successfully kills off a pair of penalties. That consisted of 41 seconds of 5-on-3 time and a minute and 30 seconds of 5-on-4. Now Minervini way out of his net, throws it off a backside of Walkinshaw, stays in the attacking zone. Luckily, Fowler was there to steer it around the boards, out away from the middle of the ice. UCF will regain possession on the turnover with 14:22 left in period 3. The Knights lead by a pair of goals, 4-2. Bryce corner below the goal line, up the far side for Lytle. Lytle trying to gain speed. Lytle hard into the boards on a collision. Now if Embry-Riddle can hurry, they walk in for Shepard. Shepard far side looking for corner. Now collision after collision here in the neutral zone. Hawtaw steals the puck away, threatening a body check. Thrown cross ice to the near side boards. Cross corner far side. Bryce corner will take over below the goal line for the Eagles in his own zone. Thrown off a partition, fortuitous bounce for Kyle Usiak to gain the attacking zone. Usiak with a shot right into the midsection and held by the glove of Ben Tebow with 13.5 left in period 3. 4-2 is the score in favor of the visiting UCF Knights. Shots 25-23 in favor of the visitors as well. Face-off glove hand side of Tebow in the Embry-Riddle attacking end, Adam Letarte, again the workhorse, stealing possession away. Usiak hooked down on the play, no call from that, as Tebow was able to smother the loose puck with his glove on the far side post. 13:26 left in period 3, still a 4-2 lead for the visitors. Austin centering Letarte and Usiak for Embry-Riddle out in the attacking front. Centering pass off the post, and how did that stay out? That looked like there was room. From up here, I saw white ice in between the puck and the goal line. That's a good goal from my vantage point. But the referee, who is right there along the goal line, says no. 13:19 left in period 3, and the Eagles within a quarter of an inch of pulling within one of this game. And the ensuing faceoff brings the faceoff back out into the neutral zone. Unfortunate for the home team. They were right there to try and pull within one. And the referee says it stayed on the goal line, did not completely cross. UCF behind their own net. Out the near side to the half wall, thrown up into the air and out of play. UCF should not be allowed to make a line change. 12:47 left in period 3, 4-2 lead for the UCF Knights, but it was almost 4-3. If there was just a slight breeze moving the puck over the goal line, it would have been 4-3. That's all it took. It had to be less than an inch from crossing the goal line completely. Top line for Embry-Riddle. Marks with the face-off win. It's in the foot of the referee, so Miller was unable to get possession, and it's thrown off the glass and into the attacking zone for UCF, and Colin Bridges sends his man on his wallet. 12.5 to go in period 3. Thrown off the outside of the far side of the net, and it's cleared all the way down into UCF territory. Off the far boards into the neutral zone. Ryan Marks sends his man down to the ice. UCF still with possession into the attacking zone on the near half wall. Donovan McClellan rims it around the boards. Now Marks takes a check for his troubles. And Boken punished in the far side corner, gets it to Marks. Marks trying to work up the far side wall. The captain trying to gain speed through neutral ice. Long shot, routine stick saved by Tebow. Up to the blue line for Bridges. He sends it off the boards down low. Miller right there. Miller walking in along the goal line, comes out in front, knocked down. Hand pass is waved off. UCF touches up and gains possession up to the far side boards. And now Miller throws a body into the way. And I'm not sure how that's going to be called a tripping penalty. The UCF defender jumped out of the way of Brantley Miller and fell over the legs of Miller, and Miller for Embry-Riddle gets called on a tripping penalty. 2 minutes for tripping is the official call against Brantley Miller of the Eagles. 11:46 left in period 3, and now Embry-Riddle has to deal with a penalty kill. David Lytle, the centerman for Embry-Riddle, trying to get it to corner, unable to do so, and UCF has it on their power play setup. Near side blue line, far side blue line to the half wall, continued into the corner. Back up to the blue line for Alexander Berg. Back to the half wall. Corner, keeping his man outside the dots, working all the way to the near side and up to the blue line for Toale. Toale back where it came from to the half wall, bodied along the boards. Puck is still there, comes up top into the slot. Toe drag is successful for Holman, and a shot goes into the near corner. Up to the blue line, Toale walking into the near half wall, centering pass off his skate, and Minervini luckily has a shot blocked in front of him and cleared out by corner. Tebow up the far side boards, finds Alexander Berg, stolen away by David Lytle right off of his man's stick and sent all the way down. Alex Fowler with forecheck pressure, but Tebow out of his net sends it to the far corner. Fowler working to keep it in the far corner, unsuccessful, and UCF brings it out the near side of the net. 10.5 left in period 3. Lytle trying to stay with his man, unable to do so. Brought in by O'Donnell. O'Donnell with a shot blocked away by Minervini. 10:23 left in a third period. That sees Embry-Riddle trailing 4-2. 30 seconds of UCF power play time remains. Up to the blue line. Gatz with a shot off a blocker of Minervini. He lost the rebound. It's on the near side, and he is able to smother the rebound save. Not sure if that caught Minervini in an awkward place on the first shot, but he did not look comfortable. And it looks like he's pointing to the back of his right leg. He may have gotten a slash, as now a slashing penalty against UCF is called. So it may not have been an overstretched leg that keeps him down and out. It may be a stick from the opponent to the back of the leg that has him a little worse for wear. So 23 seconds of 4-on-4 play, and then Embry-Riddle will have 1 minute and 37 seconds of 5-on-4 power play time, and they start on the right foot with Letarte gaining possession off the faceoff below the goal line. Letarte to the near side corner. Comes up to the blue line, takes a shot, blocker saved by Tebow. That's a good save from the UCF goaltender. Jack Boken into the high slot. Boken takes the shot, he hits the crossbar and goes out of play. The opportunities are there for the home team. Got to find a little bit of puck luck to pull even. They trail by 2, under 10 minutes to go in the third and final period. Still 4 seconds of 4-on-4 play. Face-off on the near side corner in the UCF defensive zone. Embry-Riddle with a face-off win. Letarte falling down on the play. It's still in his feet. Comes up to Boken. Boken walks in, fails on the toe drag. UCF also fails to get it out on the first attempt. Down low. Austin going far side. Bridges can't keep it alive at the blue line on a bouncing puck. 1:23 of 5-on-4 power play time in the works for Embry-Riddle. And another bouncing puck is cleared all the way down the ice on the turnover. Minervini hard around the boards to the near half wall, stolen by UCF, sent right back where it came from. No forecheck pressure from the boys in black. And so Embry-Riddle will have it up the far side wall. Through a stick, and the Knights will send it back into the attacking zone, brought back into the neutral zone. And now Boken trying to get some sort of traction here on the power play that has 50 seconds remaining. 9 minutes to go in the game. Embry-Riddle trails by a pair. Bridges into the attacking zone. Bodied into the boards, corralling it to the far half wall. Up to the blue line. Boken, far side. Miller, Brantley Miller with a shot blocked in front, and it comes out into the neutral zone. 30 seconds of power play time. 8.5 to go in the game. Kyle Usiak softly into the middle and turned over to UCF. Given right back to Remy Hawtaw. Hawtaw walks in, his shot right into the crest of the jersey of Ben Tebow. No rebound given up. And a face-off will come on the near side circle in Embry-Riddle offensive territory. 8:23 left in period 3. Eagles trying to erase a 4-2 deficit. Shots still extremely even, 27-26 in favor of UCF. Face-off win, blue line corner with a shot into the glove hand of Tebow very routinely. Again, no traffic in front of the UCF goaltender tonight. Very easily seen shots from the blue line. The defensemen for Embry-Riddle are doing everything right. They're getting shots through, but there's no forward in front of Ben Tebow to either screen or create a deflection in front. Now it's loose in front of the net off a backhand shot from Ryan Marks. Rebound corralled by UCF, sent all the way down the ice. And with that, we are back to full and even strength. Backhand pass stolen away. UCF regains possession in the near corner. And Deborah's able to steal it right back and come down the near side wall. Good pass to the far side, but it's offside. It was waved off by the linesman, and he decides to change his mind and call the offside. 7:50 left in period 3. Face-off will come in front of the UCF bench. Shots now tied at 27, but the only one that matters reads 4-2 in favor of the UCF Knights. Into UCF's defensive zone, they do nothing but send it onto a white stick, and this is going to be an icing call, as Wyatt Ebner did not pass geometry class and sent that one off the boards at an awkward angle. So the faceoff migrates from just outside the Embry-Riddle offensive zone to the glove hand side of their own netminder. 7:41 left in period 3, 4-2 lead for UCF. No change allowed for the home team. Knights with the face-off win, battle to get it out, unable to do so. UCF keeps it down low below the goal line. Centering pass, it comes out in front. Minervini with the left pad save, rebound to the near half wall. Up top to the blue line, sent back to the corner. Ryan Knapp and David Lytle trying to dig it out for Embry-Riddle. UCF outnumbers 3-2, then it retreats to a 2-on-2. UCF comes out with possession to the top of the blue line. Shot had no direct lane to the net, so it's dumped to the far side corner. 7 minutes to go in the game. Fowler gets it up the boards. UCF still with offensive pressure. Knapp hard around the boards, still unsuccessful in clearing it out. No direct pass was made. One-timer from the blue line, blocked in front by Knapp. Minervini tries to pounce on the loose puck, fails to do so, and that pass went backwards. Ryan Knapp backhanded it towards the neutral zone, and it hit a stanchion and went directly back into the corner. And the puck is lodged in the Embry-Riddle bench, and the faceoff will stay in the neutral zone. Time starting to become a factor for Embry-Riddle. 6:34 left in the third period, a 4-2 lead for the UCF Knights. Embry-Riddle corralling the puck on the stick of Jack Boken. Moves it far side for Bridges, up the boards for UCF. And the Knights keep it alive and send it wide of Minervini below the net. Boken reversing away from pressure. Stops up behind the net after he lost it along the boards. Now Boken has a lot of ice to work with. Far side for UCF. UCF over the blue line for Boken. Boken centering pass. Blocker down and loose in the crease. And UCF steers it wide outside the dots. Boken not done yet. Boken hooked on the play. That's a penalty to UCF. Shot blocked in front. Minervini goes to the bench. Boken fakes a slap shot. Down low into the corner for Letarte. 6-on-5 on the ice. Delayed penalty to UCF. Far side. Passes deflected. No clear possession had by the Knights. Now it is had. And Embry-Riddle will have a power play with 5:43 remaining in period number 3. This is the do-or-die power play for the home team. If they don't score here in the next 2 minutes and bleed the clock down to 3.5 minutes, it will almost certainly be too little too late. And Bob Joyce, knowing that, sends his top line out, but they are unsuccessful in the offensive zone faceoff. And the Knights will clear it all the way down to the near side of Minervini, who leaves it behind the net for his defenseman. Marks streaking down the right side wall, cuts into the center, down the left side wall. Marks with a backhander goes wide of the net, corrals the rebound on the far side half wall. Blue line for Bridges, back for Marks, off a body to the near side. Shot deflected, loose there on the far side, and how did Ben Tebow get around to the far side in time? Adrian Deborah with his second open net chance of the night, and he was unable to get the puck out from in between his feet, fanned on the backhand shot, and Tebow was able to pounce on the loose puck. 1.5 to go in the Eagles' power play. .509 left in the game that sees Embry-Riddle trailing. And now it looks like UCF has just picked up another penalty. I did not see what happened on the ice. There's 2 players in the UCF penalty box, 4 players for UCF out on the ice. And now finally, Brantley Miller for Embry-Riddle makes his way into the penalty box, so it's just coincidental minors on the scramble in front of the UCF net. So no extra penalty time goes up. It stays 5-on-4 on the ice. Face off in the Embry-Riddle attacking zone. Up to the blue line, and it comes out into the neutral zone. Saucer pass deflected, but finds the stick of Bridges. Has to be careful here. And he turns it over on the far half wall. Luckily, Marks comes back and supports. And Jack Boken leaves it for Bridges. And he'll get it right back off the turnover from Adrian Deborah. And now a hand pass is called against Embry-Riddle in their defensive end. It went off the glove of Deborah, and Ryan Marks picked up the loose change. One of the rule changes this year, no team is allowed a hand pass in the defensive zone. So not only is there a whistle for a hand pass in a defensive zone, face-off will stay in the defensive zone if there's a defensive zone hand pass, and the offending team does not get a line change. Bob Joyce wanted to make at least a 3-man line change, and now Embry-Riddle will utilize their timeout. 58 seconds of power play time remains for the home team. Just about 4.5 left in period number 3. Embry-Riddle trails by a pair of goals. UCF leading by a score of 4-2. Shots are exactly tied at 27 apiece. UCF has not scored since the final minute of the opening period. Embry-Riddle has not scored since the middle of period number 2 off the stick of Jordan Shepard. There have been 0 goals in the 15 minutes that we've played here in period number 3. Embry-Riddle trying to get the first goal of the period before it is too late to start the rally. You got to wonder how quickly Bob Joyce is going to bring Minervini to the bench. This is a huge game, both standings-wise and momentum-wise in the season. This is the 3rd game against these 2 teams. Throughout the season, UCF has only played 3 games. This is their 3rd game. All 3 games have been against Embry-Riddle. Embry-Riddle has 2 more games under their belt in a weekend split to the USF Bulls. And it's still loose on the far side of the net. Marks comes up with it for Embry-Riddle, takes a body, sent up the wall and out into the defensive zone for Embry-Riddle. 15 seconds of power play time, 4 minutes to go in period 3. And now Ryan Knapp turns it over, and UCF keeping it into the attacking zone. We are back to full and even strength on a power play that was wildly unsuccessful for the home team. Deborah gains the red line, dumps it in, and goes off the ice for a change. And UCF will chip it over Hawtaw, and Fowler turns it over. Walkinshaw with a slap shot, he scores. Alex Fowler did not look where he was passing, and Tyler Walkinshaw tees it up in between the hash marks and beats the blocker hand of Minervini. And with 3:21 left in the third period, still a good amount of time, but the way UCF has been playing, and more specifically how Embry-Riddle has come out flat-footed in their third home game of the season, this is not a game that Embry-Riddle deserves to win. They were the better team in the second period. They won the period 2-1, or excuse me, 1-0 in scoring. Well, once you give up a 4-1 deficit after just 20 minutes, it's hard to come back from that kind of emotional deficit, not just a deficit on the scoreboard. Big collision behind the net, and Minervini covers up the loose change, and now I believe that's Remy Hawtaw in the far corner who's tied up with a UCF player. They both collapse to the ice. And we'll see if any penalties come from this. All of this with 2:56 left in period 3. It is now a 5-2 lead. And both players involved in that scrum on the far side will go into the box. That is Bryce Corner and Tyler Walkinshaw. So it will be 4-on-4 on the coincidental minors. Faceoff will be in the Embry-Riddle zone on the blocker hand side of Minervini. This 4-on-4 will take us into the 56-second mark of the third period. All the way to the red line and dumped on goal, blocked to the near side corner. Huge collision down here from Letarte. He centers it to no one. That was Sakala, excuse me. That's a 6, not a 5 on the backside. And Sakala now is going to take an interference penalty. The puck was nowhere near the UCF forward and takes an ill-advised interference penalty. Took a run at Rodney Lalonde rather than going for the puck. And so Daniel Sakala will sit for a pair of minutes. Now it's a 4-on-3 power play for the visitors. And that will just about wrap things up. 2.5 left in the third period. And with a 4-on-3 power play for the visitors, it will be very unlikely that Embry-Riddle scores a trio of goals in the final 2.5. Lots of open ice to work with in the final 2.5. Ryan Marks wins the faceoff, and it's sent all the way down the ice by the Embry-Riddle defense. Left behind the net for Ethan Tagney. Into the skates of Gatz, leaves it for Tagney. And it's deflected in by UCF to the near side corner. Wyatt Edner trying to keep it along the boards. Leaves it for Marks, and he sends it right through center ice and off the stick of Tebow to the far corner. And it is a very quiet building here now after that Walkinshaw slap shot goal just a few minutes ago. UCF with a little bit of power play time, forcing Marks to make a play on the forecheck. nearly stealing it away, and Bridges keeps it alive for a slap shot deflected wide of the near post. And the Knights are just going to try to kill as much time as possible. Now they'll escape to the neutral zone, realizing they have a 3-on-2 rush. Tawale near side with a shot deflected by Ebner and saved by the left foot of Minervini. 1:15 left in period 3. Colin Bridges up the far side wall on the penalty kill. He'll pitchfork it to the neutral zone. Takes a bounce all the way down into the UCF defensive zone, as we are now 60 seconds from the end of this game. Knights behind their own net, forcing Solomon to make a play on the forecheck. Embry-Riddle with a 5-on-4 penalty kill now, as the coincidental penalties are over. Solomon forcing the play back behind the net. And back comes Gatz. Has a pass on the near side for Robinson. Robinson centering pass broken up by Boken. And now Bridges with a chance to skate it out. Thrown off the glass, and they get it out to the neutral zone. 26 seconds to go. Solomon on the back check, and he's going to take a cross-checking penalty, knocking his man down to the ice from behind. And that comes with 18 seconds left in the third period. So Solomon picks up 2 minutes for cross-checking at the end of the game, 18 seconds left, and it has been a disappointing last 10 minutes of this third period for the home team. There is no other way to put it. UCF came out flying in the start of this game, and in the first period especially, picking up 4 of their 5 goals in the first 20 minutes of play, and Embry-Riddle was never able to recover both on the scoreboard and just mentally. And the scoreboard has stopped the bleeding for Embry-Riddle. The Eagles will have a chance at redemption. Both of these teams will play at RDV Sportsplex tomorrow. I believe that is going to be a 4 or 4:30 start time in Altamont Springs. Max Minervini drops to a disappointing 0-3 start to the season. And his 2.0 goals against average will climb a little bit as he gives up 5 goals on 27 shots. 5 goals on 28 shots. Embry-Riddle with only 5 shots in the third period. They picked up 11 shots in both the first and second period. And so Embry-Riddle skates off after a disappointing loss to UCF. They have now lost 2 straight home games. But as I mentioned, they will have a chance to pick up a win on the road before they